Hey everybody, it's Jade. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make another video about abortion. Usually when I post stuff about abortion, women who are against me don't like it. But this time, I didn't really hear anything. Maybe it's just because it's on YouTube, I'm not sure. But I know that I want to keep making these videos because this is a very important topic to me. And I just want to keep going at it until I start getting some resistance, some pushback, because that's the point, is to get people who don't think this way to see this side and see that abortion is wrong, because it's wrong. I'm just going to go through two more, I guess you could say pro-choice slogans that I hear people tell me to try and justify abortion. And so I have a couple other ideas of videos, but I'll get into that later. But let's just get into this. So the first one I want to talk about is when people say this: the best way to stop abortion is to keep it legal. Abortions will happen no matter what, but we want to keep them safe, justifying Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood has a very interesting history, so I'll probably make another video about that. I always like to say that it doesn't really make any sense. Making it legal does nothing but justify it medically and make it a thing that's okay in society because it's legal to kill a baby. It makes it safer because, back in the day when we didn't have medical procedures like that, women would have backstreet abortions where basically they would go and they would have an abortion done, and it would have even worse effects than it does now. I mean, abortion already has bad effects as it is being legal, but some women would die from having an abortion. As sad as that is, it still is very interesting that there's this mentality: a woman would have rather died than had a baby. There's so many different ways that you could have handled that situation. I think that when a woman went to do that, she was just acting out of her immediate emotional impulse, or if anything, her mom was making her do it, or her boyfriend was making her do it, or somebody was making her do that, and she suffered the consequences. Backstreet abortions, they were pretty terrible. But now that we just have a way to make this legal and to make it not as hard to do, it's still really bad for you. It's just all around bad. So this is just kind of a bad argument in general. Yes, being legal makes it a little bit safer, but it's still wrong. So that's what I have to say about that. The next one I want to talk about is when people say, "You're not pro-life, you're just pro-birth. You don't care what happens after the baby is born." I don't ever think being pro-birth would be a bad thing. Obviously we want these babies to be born. We want to save their lives. Being pro-birth is not a bad thing. It's just amazing that these women will sit here and tell me that I don't care what happens after the baby is born, when I'm the one that's a part of the group that would sit outside of a Planned Parenthood and tell a woman that I will take her in, I will feed her baby once it comes. I would do anything if she would just save her baby, if she would just choose life for her baby. I'm on the side of people that do that, and then they're on the side of killing children. Most of the time when people are saying this, they're just saying this because they want to make it look like you're this bad person that just wants to force people to have kids that they don't want, and then the kids are just going to be shoved into a foster care system or a adoption home, which the kid would rather be in an adoption home than be dead. They would rather be in a foster home than be dead. And if anything, I would love to pair up with a pro-choice person and advocate for funding to go towards the foster care system, advocate for people who adopt children to get money for adopting them, to be provided for, almost supported by the state. These people, they're sacrificing a lot, and it's a very bold thing to do, especially if it's because the woman was gonna abort the child. And there are so many people out there, like I said in my last abortion video, that are infertile, and they're sitting here looking at this evil happening to children when they would do anything to adopt a child and to have a child of their own. When we're pro-life, we are not just pro-birth, we are pro-birth, and that's not a bad thing, but we are also the ones that are still on the side of providing the baby with life, and if anything, on the side that would say that we should make adoption easier and make the foster care system better. And the last thing I want to say in this video, I just want to address something that somebody actually sent to me. After I graduated, I still stay in contact with my teachers, and after I had posted an abortion photo or video on my social media, my teacher sent me this quote. I don't know if I can put this on the screen or not. If I can, I will. If not, I'm just going to read it to you now. If you want to stop abortions, vote for the party that is making sure everyone has health care, a high school diploma, and birth control. I want to say 4 things about this to kind of close. 1, abortion's not health care. It always ends in a baby dying. So, number 2, the best, most effective birth control is, can you guess it? Yep, abstinence. That's the best birth control. No way for anything to conspire for any baby to ever be created if you just practice abstinence. 3rd, nothing is ever free. Another video about that whole side of the left agenda, making healthcare free, making birth control free, making college free, all of that stuff. It's never free. Somebody has to pay for it. And 4, that party thinks it's easier to kill a problem than work towards a solution. Kind of like what I said about, they don't care about what happens after the baby is born. We are always on the side of looking for a solution to this problem in order to get rid of the horror and evil that is abortion. That's it for this video. Follow me on Instagram. My username is Jade_Carrero. I actually have a social media on being pro-life called @SavingBabiesForLife. You can also go ahead and follow that page. I'm also on Facebook. I will also be putting this video up on Rumble. So if you have Rumble, please check it out on there. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.